because they can't stop
The
Saquon.
only way the Eagles lose is if the
No, no,
Eagles,
no,
if
no,
the
no. I
Eagles
didn't
stop
see.
Saquon.
See, Don, he do this shit all the fucking time, right? I ask him a question, right, and I say, just explain it.
I just did.
No.
No, you said if. I don't want to hear if. Who is gonna win the Super Bowl and why?
Yeah, but
I disagree, but okay,
either way, like they took advantage of our
it's just me.
and the reps were a part of it.
Yeah.
They definitely were.
Yeah, the refs
And the
looked like
refs,
they
you gonna say
wanted the
that
Eagles.
about you gonna hold on,
The refs acted like
you
they
gonna say
wanted
that
the
about the
Eagles to the
refs
Super
too?
Bowl.
Yo,
Yes,
y'all kill me with that. Y'all kill me with that. Why y'all
I got the
look?
evidence.
You know
Hey
what?
Don,
You
we
know
gotta
what?
remember we
Yeah,
talking
let's
to a
go into the
Giants
next
fan.
game.
They
I got
can't look at stuff
Let's go to the next
objectively.
game.
I don't gotta look it up. I got it. But
I
let's get
can.
to my fault.
Hold up. I can. Just like you can
Giants
look up
fans
with your
can't look
Dallas
at things
team.
objectively. They
What?
never have
Hold up.
trouble
Just
with the
like you
refs.
run.
They
Hold
never
up.
have those
So
type
how's
issues.
Dallas? How's Dallas? How's Dallas?
Huh?
CJ,
You tell me.
why would he tell
Yeah,
you
he
he's a
talking about
Giants
he
fan? Why would he tell
divorced.
you
Yeah,
he's New York all
bullshit.
over him?
Fuck out of
Don't make
here.
me get up and get my jacket over here.
Yeah, let's get to Kansas City because we've been talking about this.
Yeah, let's go to Kansas City. I understand my little bit for that, but let me hear what y'all opinion is because I already know what my brother talking about.
Well, when it comes to the
Here
Chiefs
come
game,
the, here come another excuse.
There's no excuses. It is too late. Excuses ain't gonna do no good now, but you saw what I saw.
Yo, what's good? What's good, people? Once again, we are back. The good, the bad, and the game.
The game.
Right now, it's me, Steve-O, my brother from another,
CJ.
CJ, and we got my man back because he's a Commanders fan. So we figured we'd bring him back on the show. We figured we'd bring him back to reality and come on the show and let us know what he think about that game. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I saved
we
the
brought
spot. Yo, I saved the spot for you. You know what I'm saying to come on through, but it's all good.
watch Super Bowl
Right
together.
now, we just go. Let's. What we're gonna do is last week we left off when we was talking about the football games. You know, the playoffs, which was pretty good, and we made some predictions as far as who was gonna go to the Super Bowl.
commentating on it.
Okay,
So
but
I got
hold up.
Buffalo.
But that was my question. Who you got? You got Buffalo. Okay, and who
I
you
got
got?
Buffalo,
And you got
and
You got Washington.
I got Washington.
You got Washington. You got.
I got Washington in the biggest upset of the year.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Me, I got the exact opposite. Both games. Um, and I ain't gonna lie. My brother from another mother said that, hey, it's gonna be the Commanders in Buffalo. I'm just gonna say he was wrong on both counts. You know what I'm saying? Because I said it was gonna be Philly and Kansas City. But we're gonna discuss some of this because my brother's feeling some kind of way and whatnot. I don't know how Don is feeling right now because I think y'all had a great season. I think y'all was doing y'all thing. I just didn't think the defense was gonna hold up, and that's my take on it anyway. But it was some good games, and let's just start off with that Commanders game. Let's start off with that Commanders. Going up against Philly. What you
I
guys think
think
about
I,
that?
I think that game. You take away the miscues on special teams, and Commanders would have been in their behind because they would have been able to play from a different perspective instead of chasing. And
Yeah.
they them two fumbles was crucial, and then um, the I don't know what was that other play that messed up, which I had like 3 or 4 turnovers, right?
We had one pick and I think 3 fumbles.
Yeah,
Yami Brown fumbled. Eckler fumbled at the end. That fucked the game up for us.
yeah.
And our kick
Well,
return too. Jeremy McNichols. He fumbled.
well,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Jeremy McNichols,
We,
that was the backbreaker. Well,
No,
towards the
Eckler
end.
was the worst. Eckler was that end of the game.
Eckler, yeah, Eckler's was the worst.
well, we
That
already
took all the
know,
momentum.
Mhm.
Huh?
I already know what.
but we know that we said it. We said it last week. You wasn't here, Don. I was looking for you last week. But we said it that what's the priority when you're playing in the playoffs? Matter of fact, it's a priority every game, but especially
Yeah.
I mean, even during the season, but especially in the playoffs, what's the priority? Protect the Rock.
Yeah.
Protect the Rock.
Sometimes
Whoever
it's easier
protects the
said than
Rock
done
best.
when you got 350-pound people hitting you and you on awkward angles.
Hey, you
Sometimes,
gotta find a way.
Well, that's what.
sometimes it's tough.
You gotta
Huh?
find a way.
And what you
It's
saying?
true.
Sound like
You
an
wanna.
excuse
I
to
don't
me.
think
What are you
it's
saying?
acceptable. I don't think it's acceptable, but sometimes it's gonna happen.
But whoever gives
We
it
didn't
up
know
the
was 350-pound people was going to be on the field.
Yeah, but you didn't know you was gonna fumble.
you know you have a capability of it if you're not protecting the Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if they're trying
You
their
got to
best,
protect the Rock.
you got to try your best to protect the Rock. But
You know? Makes
sometimes
plays.
that's just not always the case.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Well, I'm not understanding that. I'm not understanding that when you say that's just not the case. I mean,
Sometimes
accidents
there's gonna
happen. Don't get me wrong.
sometimes there are going to be turnovers, and there ain't nothing you can do about it except try to work with the turn. It doesn't mean you're going to lose just because you have turnovers. It just increases the likelihood. It increases the likelihood, but it doesn't mean you're going to lose. You don't stop playing because it just happens.
I don't think anybody said anything about stop playing. I'm just saying that the priority is to protect the Rock.
Yeah,
Those things will happen. Don't get me wrong if somebody gets in there, but protect the Rock is the most important thing in the playoffs, yo.
Mm-hmm.
We all know this.
Yeah.
The most important thing, period. But sometimes you just can't help
it. You saying shit just happens. Like you can't really.
No, I just think that you don't accept it. You do everything you can to prepare for it, but every now and then it's going to happen regardless. And all you can do is keep playing and try to make something out of nothing. Well, it ain't over just because you had a turnover. It just means that you put yourself in more of a deficit.
I hear what you're saying, but when it happens on multiple fronts in the same game, that means a lot of people didn't come prepared.
They after the second one, I said it's going to be almost impossible for them to overcome this, but they did. But they actually did going into halftime.
Yeah, but what I think, I don't know if you or Steve said it, but basically, Eagles, yes, they would have had to play different had the score been tied or had we had the lead. They were able to just keep their foot on our necks and just run the clock out and play, just pass
due to the turnover.
Had the game been us up by 2 touchdowns and Jalen Hurts having to pass more frequently, what happens?
Due to the turnovers, you're right.
Yeah.
So the Eagles was able to play the way they wanted to because you guys had to come from behind.
Exactly.
So they could play. They played a lot of zero coverage. Even though Jaden beat him a few times. Boy's gonna be a superstar in a couple of years. So
yeah. And
well, I'm gonna wait till the end of next season.
We didn't ask you that, Wemby.
Well, I was saying you said he's gonna be a superstar, and I thought you was giving me your opinion because I know that shit wasn't a fact. I'm just saying is that I reserve the right to see what happens after they have tape on them. You know this, man. I don't know why you.
18 games, bro.
Yeah.
18 games of tape.
Look.
The difference is you are a running quarterback. You take away a whole defender. There is no real true game planning to completely stop that. You understand?
Okay, if that's what you say. I beg to differ. Go ahead.
You were saying you reserve the right when it comes to rookies. You like to get more, like, let's see how defenses adjust to them, right? So with that being said, what is your percentage of you feeling like he's going to come out on top versus he's going to get exposed, quote unquote? Like what percentage do you?
I actually think that he's going to be a good quarterback. I see him down the line. Actually, probably if he keeps doing what he's doing, I see him Hall of Fame. That's just my opinion for right now. But
how did you
I
come
like
up with that opinion and you still need 2 years of tape?
Because I like to see how many times I got to say this shit. Yo, for the people in the cheap seats, all right? I need to see how he adjusts when defensive coordinators start scheming on him because he is a threat.
I think after the first 5 games
so
once they started scheming
see, that's that Johnny Manziel.
Listen to this though. Let me just tell you this.
That's how you shut this shit down. Johnny Manziel.
No, Wimby shut it down.
Now, give me an example. Let me give you an example. Remember, we had this same conversation we was talking about Stroud, right?
Stroud, yeah.
Yeah. Houston, right? I said, yo, just let me see how he adjusts to when they have tape on him.
What's the number one
for some for some reason he think that when I say let me see some more tape, like I'm hoping somebody's gonna fail or something. No, I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is let me see how he adjusts and see what happens, because Stroud's gonna be there for a while. Just like I think Jaden Daniels is gonna be there for a while. You know what I'm saying? Him having a bad season ain't gonna be
Jaden Daniels right now that you could see with your eyes. And we got good tape because
I've been saying it all season. He makes the right decisions.
Stroud?
No, Daniels.
No.
Stroud?
He makes the right decisions.
Listen, let me put this clear to you because you didn't see enough football this year. You
just asked me. You just asked me.
Jaden's reading defenses now. Jaden knows how to, when it's the zero, he knows what to do when he sees zero blitz, zero coverage.
Hence,
whatever they call
he makes the right decisions. I thought I said he make the right decision.
You said Stroud.
No, I said Jaden Daniels makes the right decision.
Okay. All right.
That's what I said.
He knows how to handle that right. Did you see what Stroud did though? He got sacked twice, wasn't it?
This season, he was
sacked twice.
He was pretty good this season.
He had a sophomore slump for sure.
You can't afford to have that happen. I mean, sometimes
you know why he had a sophomore slump?
Do about it, huh?
You know why he had a sophomore slump? Because they had tape.
Have all his weapons.
Because they had tape on him.
Even with
they went on his scheme for him.
He didn't even with some of his weapons, he still wasn't that efficient.
Exactly.
But he wasn't as efficient as he was as a rookie.
That's the point.
But does that mean that he's not going to be great with time?
He lost his players, man. He lost his players.
Man, stop looking for excuses. Yo, you come up with excuses all the time. For anybody's opinion, you come up with excuses all the time.
How is that an excuse?
Yo, next thing you know, yo,
Nico Collins,
that dude,
Stephon,
the guy that was getting the change from passing out the hot dog, the change was rattling too loud, and they couldn't hear the play when they was getting ready to call it. You come up with all kinds of shit. When it comes down to
excuses. Up with that shit though, whatever the fuck you
He coming up with everything. Everything's an excuse, yo.
Bro, he didn't have. Granted, you're both right. He had a sophomore slump, but it was due to not having anybody to throw the ball to consistently.
I don't know if that's
the one thing that I'm trying to point out to you, Steve. Here's my point. Say that Jaden Daniels loses Terry McLaurin, who's of note his only true receiver. He doesn't even have a true number two, if you ask me. Say he loses him. He still has an X factor that can get him through some situations.
Hold on. Let me ask you this. Because I remember when we watch the games all the time, every year, right? We always say, and I know you agree with me, we always say, if you're going to get hurt, if key players is going to get hurt, we would like for them to get hurt in the beginning of the season so that they can possibly come back. All we got to do is maintain in order to get to the playoffs so that they can be back healthy so we can have a run in the playoffs, right? I know the Giants did it back in the day.
That way for him. It didn't work out that way.
But you still got to play. You got to maintain. You got to do what you got to do.
He was serviceable. He wasn't the same person he was last year, but he was
okay. So what's
considering he lost his three top receivers, and his top three receivers are all leaders in receiving in the league, except Tank Dell because he was injured most of the year last year. But he's just as good.
So what's Mahomes' excuse now?
Oh damn!
I don't want to go. I didn't want to jump to that.
Three receivers.
I didn't want to jump to that real quick.
He just lost one. Plus, he got Andy Reid behind him. Plus, he got a vicious offensive line. He just got a good team.
Hey, bottom line is defense won both of those games, yo. Period. Period. That's it.
No, the
Defense
refs
won
won the
both of them
second game,
games.
bro.
What he
Huh?
said?
Sorry, the refs won the second game.
But
Oh man, yo, here you go. Here you go.
everybody get into some highlights. What we
He,
about to do?
All right, let's get into
nah,
the
no.
let's get
We
into
gonna
the
we gonna stay on the
Commanders highlights.
Commanders, right? We gonna stay on the Commanders. Yeah,
Yeah.
we get to the other one later.
Okay.
This guy, he can't wait to go ahead and have another excuse. Look at me, he talking
No,
about excuses for the
I'm
next
not gonna
game.
make no excuses, but boy, oh boy, they know how to get blind when it's the Chiefs.
Do you
And
have
I'm
some?
done.
Oh,
I got some in the
we
Eagles
ain't
game.
here yet.
Yeah, we're not there
So,
yet.
Don, in your opinion, because we are talking about the Commanders
Yeah.
and the Eagles game, all right? I predicted that the Eagles was going to be able to win that game because of their defense. What did you think? What were you expecting from the Commanders in order for them to beat
The Eagles.
the Eagles? What were you expecting from them?
I was expecting the offense to be firing on all cylinders like we did against the Lions. I expected the run game to be better, and I expected us to frustrate Jalen Hurts enough because we did stop Saquon our first game against him. He had a good show in the fourth quarter, but I was thinking, okay, we've already shown that we could stop Saquon. If we could do that in this game and then have Jalen forced to pass the majority of the game, and Mikey Sanders still the rookie out of Michigan, do what he got to do. I feel like we could definitely win the game as long as we don't fall behind. Once we started falling behind, I was like, oh, they could just run the clock out. And we're not going to be able to stop Saquon all downs. It's just not possible. And I was worried about the referees, I'll be honest.
Well, you do know that Philly was playing with I think they had to bring in the sub. I know that their center was trying to gut it out.
Yeah.
I know he's trying to gut it out, but you know, he limped into the sideline and all that, and they had to bring somebody else in there. So you could say that they was slightly at a deficit a little bit.
Yeah, but they got
Eagles
everybody.
line,
But hey, by the time that guy went out the game, the Eagles was
slightly.
Up. They was up 2 scores, wasn't they?
It's almost even, actually, Steve.
It was still close, yo.
Almost even. We were missing Deron Payne. He's our nose tackle. That's really good, defensive tackle. He was out for the whole game. So us missing him versus their center being hampered, it's like each other out.
I'll tell you this much though.
Okay.
What? I don't think Ertz is going to be able to keep doing what he's doing because he's kind of old. But you get that boy another tight end like Ertz and a true number 2, and he's gonna be hard to stop.
Yeah,
he's gonna be hard to stop. I don't know if you watched. The Eagles didn't really stop the Redskins yesterday. The Commanders. At times, a series here and a series there.
They stopped them.
The Commanders.
They stopped them.
The Commanders stopped them.
They took the ball out of our hands. So
no.
They became predictable. Once they became predictable, they didn't really stop them, man. I'm trying to tell you.
They stopped them
on the first. Even after the Eagles scored on that Saquon long run, Commanders still drove straight down the field. They had a good game plan. They just didn't plan for the fumbles.
Our like I said, only Jaden really came to play. Jaden and Terry McLaurin, Ertz. That's kind of it. Everybody else is struggling, and I don't know if there was a locked in or what.
They all seem to be there's like the coaches didn't have that speech or something.
It wasn't up here.
Yeah,
it wasn't up here. You could tell a lot of sloppiness. And we didn't see that all playoff long, so
that's for the most part.
I mean, I guess you could say that we beat ourselves in a way, but they did take the ball away. So
they took the ball away from special teams.
They did something with it,
and yes, they did. They scored every time. And special teams, you know, that's usually the X factor on the team because the only reps that those guys usually get is in practice. And then they come in the game, butterflies, boom, fumble.
Okay. Well, I say, well, I still think that they would stop. You said that they beat themselves. I say we go on to the next game.
They created a situation where they could easily be beat. But until they created that situation, they played them tough. And even after the first and second fumble, they still played them tough. They just was at a deficit.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, but
I disagree, but okay.
either way, like they took advantage of our
It's just me.
and the refs were Republicans.
Yeah.
They definitely were.
Yeah, the refs
And the
look like
refs,
they
you gonna
wanted
say
to
that
use.
about you? Hold on,
The refs acted like
you
they
gonna say
wanted
that
to
about the
use
refs too?
Yes.
Yo, y'all kill me with that. Y'all kill me with that. Why y'all
You got the
look?
evidence.
You know
hey,
what?
Don,
You know
we gotta
what?
remember we
Yeah,
talking
let's
to
go
a
into the
Giants
next
fan.
game.
They can't look at stuff
Let's go to the next
objectively.
game.
I don't gotta look it up. I got it. But
I
let's
can.
get my fault.
Hold on. I can. Just like you can
Giants
look up
fans
with your
can't look
Dallas
at things
team.
objectively. They
What?
never have
Hold on.
trouble
Just
with the
like
refs.
you run.
They
Hold
never
up.
have those.
So how's Dallas? How's Dallas? How's Dallas?
Huh?
CJ.
You tell me.
Why would he tell you?
He talking about he divorced.
Why would he tell you New York all over him?
Fuck out of
Don't
here.
make me get up and get my jacket over here.
You know, it's,
Bullshit. Hear the bullshit.
CJ, you know how
Motherfucker talk about.
and Dak does in the NFC Championship.
Hey man, I don't even know.
Has more passing yards than Dak Prescott does in the NFC Championship. I hope you know that.
Why are we even talking about a Dak Prescott in this?
Yo, Eddie.
It's not my boy.
That's your quarterback. That's your guy.
Yeah,
that's your guy. And you got a new coach. That's your
His name
guy.
is Lamar Jackson.
Whatever, yo. Anyway, let's go on ahead and let's start talking about what the Chiefs are. Before we go to the Chiefs, let me just say this, all right? Because cats keep talking about refs, right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, the way when we, CJ, you can attest to this, and when we play sports, right? And you'd be like, oh man, we got these refs right here. Oh, they're gonna be calling everything. What do? You adjust. You adjust and you take the game out of the ref's hands, right? So y'all can miss me with that ref bullshit about the refs is causing the problems and all that.
I hear you. I believe that Steve's right. Like the players determine the game regardless. But what I will say is, we were fighting to come back. The refs kind of kept make sure that we couldn't come back. They kind of kept.
I don't see that. See, that's why I disagree.
The refs make sure we stayed out of it. 1,000,000%.
That's why. Oh, so basically, what you're saying is that the coach didn't do his job.
The players didn't do their job. I won't put it on the coach. I say ultimately it's on the players. Ultimately, it's on the players.
It's on the players, right? But if there was something that was done and it was questionable, isn't that the coach? The coach can throw that red flag, right? Get them to take a better look at it and see what's going on.
They can't challenge.
Depending on what it is.
They did. So it's bad when they challenge it. Well, I didn't see it in the Eagles game, but when they challenge it and they still make the call wrong,
then what?
That happened in KC game twice.
Yeah, let's get to Kansas City because we've been talking about this.
Yeah, let's go to Kansas City. I understand my little bit for that, but let me hear what y'all opinion is because I already know what my brother talking about.
Well, when it comes to the Chiefs,
here come another excuse.
There's no excuses. It is too late. Excuses ain't gonna do no good now. But you saw what I saw.
You still gonna tell it though?
Can you give us a flag that was egregious, like something that the Bills did that was egregious? I think they didn't get
the only one that I would have called egregious is that when they both had the ball, they gave it like the tie to the offense, which I understood, but there was no definitive possession. Even though the possession went to Kansas City on that one play. And the second one, Josh Allen scored. And those aren't the only ones. They was especially in the second half, they was leaning.
So you just saying, hold on, no, go into detail about the Josh Allen scoring. Go into detail as to why.
Well,
go ahead. Why you feel the way you feel.
It was close enough to where they could have they could actually use it in their favor and say you can't really determine anything to change it on the field or whatever.
No. But, no, I mean go through the play. Go through the play. Go through the actual play and say, hey, this is the reason why he.
It was a push tush, and he got stood up at the line, but you couldn't really see the ball from the backside. But
it didn't look like he got it.
The 1 and 7, huh?
It didn't look like he got it to me. I'll be honest.
I didn't think he got it either.
7, and he stuck the ball out a little bit.
I didn't think he got it either.
It was not.
Definitive. I didn't think he got it.
It was far from definitive. I'll be honest. And I wanted the Bills to win. I thought that. Remember we talked about. I thought they were going to win for sure.
Well, I said it wasn't definitive to where they had to change it, but
Yeah,
You knew that call was going to go that way before they even checked it.
And I think that's sour grapes.
Nah, you can't. You can't.
I really
You
don't
can't
give
say
a fuck
that,
about
yo.
the Bills.
You-
I think the Bills.
I don't care about the Bills,
beat
but I
Yeah.
call it like I see it. And I'm not the
Well,
only
but that's
one
my
saying
thing.
it.
You
You got 100 prognosticators online saying the same shit I said
about what play? About that play?
about that play and
about that?
the other play with the double reception, because that should have still been reviewed.
Can we
even
watch
after they
that play right
determined.
now?
Yo. That was a play that it's already just like in baseball. Tie go to the runner. When it's caught and they both got it like that, it goes to the offense. That's a rule. That's the rule.
The
It
ball
goes to the
hit the
offense if there's a
ground.
tie like that.
The ball hit the ground without clear cut, without either of them in clear possession of the ball. That nullifies that play.
I'm trying to
Neither
think.
one
What
of
was
them
a
had clear cut possession of the ball, and the ball hit the ground.
Mhm.
That should have been called back for that, if nothing else.
Uh-huh. And they did they replay that? They did replay that, didn't they?
100 times.
Yeah. And they still came up with that conclusion.
Are we about to watch the double reception you was talking about?
I think Ray got to
Let's
find it.
see.
Okay. What quarter do we know? Or
I think it was like the third.
okay.
Come on, Ray. As soon as we start talking
have been
about this, man,
fourth.
you're supposed to be having it queued
It
up,
was
ready to
third or
go.
fourth.
We'll be zipping around, and we got to back out.
You know what? I'm letting Ray have it. It's
Oh,
2
and
weeks in a
another
row, Ray.
Another play, they had a clear-cut face mask in the first half, and the Chiefs got a 40-yard reception down to the 1-yard line on that. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That's the Saquon game. That was Saquon. Saquon held
Yeah.
the dude,
Yo, get your
and then they got
excuses
all
right,
the way down
yo.
on the first. The refs.
I told you, the rest is bullshitting nuts for sure.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Oh Lord.
Multiple times.
Lord.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Look. So let me understand something. So you think these dudes is at home right now sitting there talking about the refs took the game from us?
No. I said that it's ultimately on the players, but the refs didn't help. It's also
that was what I was saying. That was actually in the first half. It was the second quarter. The one when Worthy and the dude caught the ball.
Second quarter.
Where are we at? We're second quarter. How do you?
All right, go ahead, roll it, Ray. Let me check it.
We have to go back because this is at the touchdown. We have to back up.
No, that's not it. You got to back up some. 3:13
No.
in the second quarter. 3:13 left in the second quarter is when it happened.
Okay, so around yeah. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Did this.
Oh yeah. That should have been a pick.
It should have been a pick or incompletion.
I'm trying to see. They're not gonna zoom.
I don't.
What the fuck?
Well, this is only
I
highlights.
don't.
So
but I was hoping on the highlights they'll kind of like show that part of it.
This only highlights. I don't.
When they do the highlights,
Ty go to the offense.
They don't never show them double.
I do remember that play though. His hand was like barely under, like he grabbed
it. Both
of
them had a hand on the ball.
Yeah,
but the ball hit the ground. It never moved because they both had the hand on the ball, and that there should have just nullified that play.
You think it should
be? They didn't call that. They called the tie.
Why? Because it hit the ground.
Did it hit the ground? I don't remember that. I didn't.
Tie go to the offense.
Clear as day. The ball hit the ground. Almost 3/4 of the ball hit the ground, and they rolled over it.
And was his hand under it?
Neither,
was his hand under it?
It was under it. Their hands was on top of it because the ball, when it hit the ground, it didn't move. But nobody had possession, clean cut possession. They both had the ball.
It sucks. We can't analyze it further.
So if they both had the ball, it goes to the offense.
No, because you can't say that the offense had possession of that ball when it hit the ground.
A tie, if they both have possession of the ball,
I don't want to argue.
It goes to the offense.
That. Just go read what the pundits had to say.
We don't want to read what they got to say for.
Romo and them was saying that was incomplete. What were they saying?
Well, they said that could have very well been an incompletion. They got it right saying that the tie goes to the
2 plays. So 2 plays. Is more? It's more referee fuck ups that caused that game.
I didn't hear nothing.
Even though this ball hit the ground and neither player had complete possession, the refs ruled that it was a catch by Xavier Worthy.
Yeah.
This is what they're saying. That should not have been a catch.
Are there any other plays?
And that was a what was that? What was that? Hold on. That was how many yards was that? It was like what? Probably about what?
I don't know. Maybe like
maybe what?
30 plus? Like 35, 32.
Was it 30? I don't know if it was 30.
What?
That pass.
I don't know if it's 30. What'd you say? CJ, how much yardage was on that?
About 20 yards or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Okay. Still wasn't enough for a first down. Right? So at the time, I believe it still was enough for a first down.
Oh yeah, it was
but either
definitely a first down. I think they scored it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
And that was a fourth down play, if I'm not mistaken.
Yo, you notice a lot of teams they ain't doing the safe thing, punting the ball and whatnot. They going for them doggone fourth downs.
That's analytics to change things.
That's what they doing. So all I'm saying is that you going ahead, and if you go into a game where you thinking that the refs is going to try to take it in Arrowhead, you going ahead and you play. You play the game and take it out of their hands. Take it out the refs' hand. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the
I'm
Bills
boycotting the Super Bowl.
The Bills didn't do
You ain't boycotting shit. Stop lying.
I'm boycotting the Super Bowl.
Stop lying.
Fuck the Chiefs, and I don't even like the Eagles. Fuck them both.
Damn, you sound kind of personal, bro. You taking it kind of personal for a Dallas fan.
It looked like he got it. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like he got it.
I'm trying to tell you.
Who got it?
Worthy.
Who doesn't look like he got it? How you figure that?
Worthy, it looks like he got the ball.
The defensive guy got the ball first, and they both had the ball.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
One hand on the ball, and the other guy had like two hands on the ball.
Hold up, but isn't Worthy on his back?
Yes, exactly. And he has
isn't Worthy on his back?
What does that have to do with anything?
He has his hand.
That means he's down. If he's on his back, he's down.
He didn't have control of the ball. They both had control of the ball.
But he's on his back.
The ball landed on the ground, Steve.
I think it was
on his back. He ended up on his back, but the ball landed on the ground.
I didn't see it land on the ground.
I think that was a good call. I didn't see it land on the ground either.
On the ground, and he landed on his back after that. Look at it. The ball hit the ground right there. Right there.
Did it?
Right where? Right where? I don't see it.
Because was the camera not?
He's on his back, bro. What are you talking about?
No, that's a catch.
He's on his back. What are you talking about?
The ball hit the ground.
That's a catch. That's a catch.
Okay, let me see. Let me see.
I'm sorry.
Let me see.
I know everybody hates the Chiefs, but that's a catch. I'm sorry. I don't have to deal with it.
See that ball hit the ground?
That looked like
clear as day.
That looked like a catch to me, yo.
This is not a catch. If it's a catch, this dude got his hands on the ball just like Worthy. Worthy got.
He's going down trying to take the ball from him.
The time, if they both have the ball, then it goes to the offense. How many times I got to say that, yo?
Bro, neither one of them had possession. Possession is part of a reception. Neither one of them had clear-cut possession of the ball. And
they're trying to say that they trying to say that both of them had possession. That's what they're trying to say. Both of them had possession. And in that case, it goes to the offense. I think he caught the ball himself and the dude was on him. That's it. Yeah. I think it's a catch.
He did not take that ball from him. That was not a pick. That was not a pick. And that wasn't an incompletion either.
It wasn't a pick. I didn't call it a pick.
It's not
I called it an incompletion.
It's not an incompletion though, because it didn't hit the ground. If the ball
I don't think it was an incompletion either.
Hit the ground, bro. How come you can't see that ball? That ball hit the ground.
I'm looking at what he's showing. I'm looking at what he's showing right now.
That's a bad angle. They didn't show that angle in the game. That's a Chiefs angle. The ball hit
a Chiefs angle. Okay. Okay. This is a Chiefs angle.
Everybody's sick of the Chiefs, but to beat them, man.
Hey, the I didn't know that. I didn't know they had cheap angles.
I said Chiefs angle to keep them.
That's what I'm saying.
Straight.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know they had cheap angle. Chiefs angle. Okay.
That's right. Because they don't want to be wrong.
Yo, bro. All right. Okay. Well, that's one play.
Yeah.
My brother's telling me that it's more than one play. It's several plays throughout the game
Is that anything
as to
else?
why the Chiefs
Several
won.
bullshit calls.
Several calls. I disagree altogether. I just think that
He ain't got nothing
I
else.
just think that the defense is what kept them up in there, and they did it. They did it at certain points. Huh?
I said, look,
Say
he ain't got
what?
nothing else. He ain't got nothing else. There's no other.
He got what?
I said he ain't got nothing else.
Ain't no other play
Ain't no other
causing
evidence.
It's
problems.
not
Somebody
true.
make some up.
I'm not gonna nitpick on for the purposes of this show, but that ball.
Sure. What I do want to say quickly, because I know we
He
got
looking at it right now. See, that's what he doing.
What I will say is the Bills' offensive coordinator let them down. He let them down. Simple as that. You got James Cook, run the fuck out the ball until they can stop him. They never stopped him. And for whatever reason, they just stopped running the ball. I don't understand why. So I can't blame it on, the refs sent third. They always working.
Oh no. On that one play when Josh got knocked back, he got that first down and they didn't give it to him. That's the one I was talking about.
We talked about that earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
He got
that still was a cheating play.
Can we bring that one up too? Because it didn't look like he clearly got it at all. I'll be honest.
Well,
so these first half, right? These first half play.
Page that shows it.
I don't know.
You know what? Let me find something.
So anyway, what do you think? What do you think is going? Who's going to win?
Chiefs.
Win what?
The Super Bowl. Chiefs.
Yeah, Super Bowl.
Look at James Cook.
And why? And why? Real quick.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I remember the daggone
here we go.
Guy that does the commentating with the guys that commentate to tell you what the calls and stuff with. He said he clearly got the first down on that. In fact, I need to send this link to Ray so he can show it.
Yeah, we got to wind down real quick. It's getting, we try to knock these out and try to keep them at 30 minutes if we can, which means we got to probably talk faster or get it out, get the content out a lot quicker, which we're working on that. Sorry, Ray. We just got our differences, disagreements, you know what I'm saying? Are you talking about this play right here?
No, that's a touchdown.
That was a touchdown. That was a clear-cut touchdown.
Yeah, that was a touchdown. So it's not that, but okay. So you saying the Chiefs? You saying Don? You saying the Chiefs, right?
Yes, I am.
Chiefs are gonna win.
You know why? I think Steve Spagnuolo is going to be able to stop Saquon, and I still think that Jalen Hurts he's not a horrible passer, but he's not going to beat a lot of teams passing only. He's not Tom Brady. He's not a dissector. He's going to be able to throw teams off a little bit when the run game is working. But if they can stop the run game, he's going to have a hard time. He really is.
I don't think they're going to be able to stop the run game.
I think they are. Honestly.
I think that Chris Jones is the X factor, and they'll pile him in the middle, and he just ain't going to be able to be everywhere Saquon's going to be. And that offensive line that the Eagles got is a beast.
And they got 2 weeks of rest now. But but Steve Spagnuolo got 2 weeks to game plan against. I think
but they're not going to be able to stop Saquon. So now, that being said, the Eagles have the tendencies to make a lot of mistakes and not play up to their capabilities. If that happens, Chiefs all the way. But if they turn Saquon loose, that's going to make everything work. And I guarantee you this. I will say this. Brown is going to be shut down. Chiefs got the perfect corner to shut him down. He ain't going to do much of nothing in that game.
You said who's going to be shut down?
Brown.
Okay.
Brown.
All right.
But
you saying Brown? Gotcha.
Smith might be the one that has a big game. Smith and
so you're saying
Goddard, huh?
So hold up. So you're saying Chiefs, right, Don? Because I think Don was saying that he's going with the Chiefs.
Yeah. Yep.
Or he believes the Chiefs are going to win. And he was giving up his reason why.
I would say the Eagles would win, but if I go by the refs, I would say the Chiefs.
Here we go.
Oh man, what Don again, Don. So you're saying that the Chiefs are gonna win, and you're saying because they're gonna
shut down Saquon. I
their
think
defense.
They're gonna be able to stop Saquon.
No.
You think they can stop Saquon? Okay.
Nobody can stop Saquon
and CJ,
all year.
And CJ saying that you think the Eagles are going to win because they can't stop Saquon.
The only way the Eagles lose is if the
No.
Eagles stop Saquon.
See, Don, he do this shit all the fucking time, right? I ask him a question, right? And I say, just explain it.
I just did.
No, you said if. I don't want to hear if. Who is going to win the Super Bowl and why?
Because I can't tell you that. Because it's in the future.
Give predictions.
It's called a prediction.
My prediction requires if.
You see why? You see why? Yo, stand 10 toes down on your reasons.
My predictions requires ifs.
Yo, no. Then it's not a prediction. What it is a loophole. You acting like Carrot Top. You acting like Carrot Top right now.
He said how it's okay that he said that they're gonna stop Saquon so they'll win. But I can't say if they don't stop Saquon that the Eagles win. So
man, I ain't trying to hear all of that. Which team do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl? Which team do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl?
Eagles.
You going with the Eagles? Why? Why are you going with the Eagles?
Bitch, I was trying to tell you that from the beginning.
No, you was telling me if was a split, if the world was flat, we'd have fell the fuck off by now. I'm asking you why the Eagles winning.
The Eagles are gonna win because Saquon is gonna be able to run, and he's gonna be able to run enough to where the Eagles can play action. And I don't think Kansas City got an answer for Smith like they do for AJ Brown.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you right now. Personal feelings. I wouldn't mind seeing Saquon get a Super Bowl ring because I think he deserved it after spending time with my Giants and they fucked him over and whatnot and made a dumbass move. But anyway, hold up. No. I'm just explaining. All right. So I would like to see my man Saquon get a championship, but I honestly think because Saquon ain't the only one they're going after.
Mm-hmm.
That defense is tough, yo. And I think Philly's defense is tough also.
Yeah.
But I honestly believe that the Chiefs are going to win this one again.
Why?
Because of their defense.
Okay.
This is going to be a good game because they got two good defensive teams playing. And I can't wait for it. But I think the Chiefs is going to edge it out because of the experience of being there so many times before. So that's my only edge. Philly, because of their experience.
Philly 30-28.
I could be wrong, but I'm just going off of both of them got good defenses. I think that because they've been there before, 2 years past, I don't think they're going to get complacent. They're not the team that get complacent when they know everything's on the line. And they got experience doing that.
What does scare me, though? What does scare me is that Philly's defense cannot stop Patrick Mahomes. And this is me. I really look at how they play. They're not going to be able to stop Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes he's good for 28 easy points. Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, Kansas City does have a better defense than Philly. But the only way Philly wins is if Saquon gets off.
Yeah. And they know that.
But you're going with Philly though.
I'm going with Philly because I believe that Saquon is going to get off if they stay the course.
Okay. Gotcha.
Saquon should have ran for 250 yards yesterday.
All right. Well,
easily.
All right. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in ahead and we're going to take our predictions into February 9th. Mm-hmm. And we're going to go ahead and see what actually happens. I'm thinking the Chiefs are going to win. My heart is with Saquon, but I think the Chiefs are going to win.
You got to score.
And I'm going with that. That's my prediction. Yours
If
is the
they
same.
zero blitz Pat, Kelsey gonna have 9 catches, 125 yards, and 2 TDs. And that ain't gonna be all their offense.
Hey, yo, again, yo, if we all fell off the earth,
Well, yeah, hold up.
we
You
was
did an if
floating.
too. You had a caveat too. It ain't funny.
No, I
You had a caveat
I
too.
no, I told you exactly who
I
I'm
listened
going
to your
for,
caveat
and I told
afterwards.
you.
You said it
You hear this
afterwards.
bullshit? You hear this
You said it
bullshit?
after your prediction. I
What's
listened
the
to
See,
you.
this is
caveat?
what happens when
Yeah,
you don't
you said
listen.
all this shit about the Giants and fucked me all
This is
up.
what.
That's not a caveat, though. That's not a caveat
No,
in the
he
game.
said that after the caveat, or before the caveat.
I told him I would love. Didn't I say I would love for Saquon to get one? But I'm going with the Chiefs because I believe that the Chiefs are going to be able to do it again.
Yeah.
What?
What
What
you
is the
fail
if?
to
What is the if?
realize is
Where's the if at on that?
nobody asked you what you love for Saquon.
Hey yo,
That's not a
knock it off.
caveat.
Knock it off, yo.
Not to them up.
Knock it off.
You're contrarian.
It's cat, yo.
I don't know.
Shoot.
All
Hey,
right, man.
hey, yo, we gonna wrap this one up, man, and we're gonna wrap it up and look forward to this Super Bowl. And I'm just gonna say I'm thanking you all for coming with us. Please like and subscribe when you check this, and if you got something you want to say and you want to let us know, put it in the comments so we
Jump
can
in the
respond
comments and
to.
tell us who you want to win or who you expect to win and why. Just do it. Have fun
You
with it. Let
know,
us talk to you.
and if you subscribe, you know when we're gonna come out with it. That way you get alerted when the next one comes on out. Don, I really appreciate you showing up for us and whatnot. And I will try to get you to, express yourself without being interrupted by that guy over there,
I mean, you can
the
barely do
Dallas
it.
fan.
I mean, you can barely do it yourself.
Don is starting to get
Working progress.
Monroeville tendencies.
Me?
Oh, you hear this bullshit? Anyway, before it even go into that, yo.
Cut it out.
Before it even go into that, all right.
Okay,
I would say
save that for another podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say thank you all good peoples. Thank y'all for checking us out. This is another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Game.
The game.